Technology has been developing more and more rapidly throughout the years, and as a result of this, people have been producing many different things that we use on a daily basis to help us live, work and play. In more recent times, we have seen the development of mobile phones, computers and the internet. It is easier to contact people now than it ever has been before, and with this comes many benefits. Unfortunately, there are some people in this world who abuse these means of communication, looking for entertainment in the form of cyberbullying. Okay, so what exactly is cyberbullying?
I think the term bullying has been with us for a long time. It's when one person or a group of persons is making another person feel uncomfortable in a whole range of different ways. It could be bullying around racial issues, it could be bullying around appearances, it could be bullying around performance. So there's a whole range of ways in which bullying manifests itself. And it can be physical bullying, it can be something that's much more psychological bullying. And now we add the term cyberbullying. It means that it can come through in terms of electronic means, by people's mobile phones, by their emails. And of course the issue with cyberbullying is it's far more pervasive because it's very hard to get away from it. And I think because when you hear bullying on your mobile phone, it's so much a voice in your head that it can have far more impact than just hearing it in normal everyday life. So cyberbullying is a very insidious social evil.
Yes, I've heard of people throughout the school being cyberbullied, but I've never really heard too much about it. I've never been highly involved in it, but there are people that talk about it.
Certainly I have. There's certainly many stories that get out there into the community of terrible cases of cyberbullying, but some of the lesser cases I've heard of that happening to my friends, it hasn't always been addressed, but a few have happened to me. I've addressed those, but it hasn't come to the knowledge of the common public, which is good. In some cases, not in other cases, so the assistance isn't always there.
Well, I think, Peter, there's really two aspects of what a school needs to do. One is the preventive, proactive aspect, and one is the reactive, responsive aspect. In terms of prevention, we're working in a whole range of different subject areas and in pastoral care programs on working with students to make them aware about bullying, the fact that it's illegal, that if you use your phone to bully somebody else, you can be switched off from the phone system completely.
You've got to have the right password, and don't tell people your password. If you use numbers and not your name and stuff as well in it, then it's not.
As well as symbols such as the dash signs and the @ signs, all mixing in, it all makes it very confusing and very hard to hack.
Having information about what needs to be done and what doesn't need to be done, and also helping them to understand that if we care about other people, if we want to live harmoniously together, if we want the world to be the kind of world that we want to live in, we've got to do our bit and be responsible. Then there's the other dimension, which is the responsive dimension. So students who have indicated to us that they haven't got the message and they've got more learning to do, we've then required them to undertake some learning in terms of, sometimes it's writing, always it's about facing the person who's been the victim in the situation and hearing what the victim has to say about it, and empathising with the victim and responding. And then usually there's some other standard school consequence like internal or external suspension. We view cyberbullying very seriously and we take steps to prevent it, and then when we discover it, we do something about it.